This guy has took that out and they take it off him and they arrange that they're going to put it back the next day. They've arranged a wee ceremony, people to come and do a few words because they believe in Korah. Before they manage to put that sword back in the loch, the Battle of the Somme happens. And in that battle, 7 men from Glencoe lose their lives. And the locals here blame the guy for taking that sword out of the water. The 7 men died before the locals had the chance to put the sword back. And they blame him for breaking the curse. Across the other side there's also a road. Now, because Korach is branded a witch, she's not allowed to be buried in holy ground. And she's said to be buried in the banks of Loch Annie, to the left, somewhere in front of the Mallaig Valley Hotel. Now, when they were building the road here, the architect of it, who was overseeing the project, was warned about Korach's grave being there, and he doesn't pay any attention to it. It's just a story to him. And as he's driving along this road, before it opened, a landslide happens, and it missed him by seconds. And he goes out and he checks it, and he's like, and thinks to himself, I was lucky there. Jumps back to his car, reports it, and as he's driving along, there's a second landslide that hits his car and washes it into Loch Annie, where he then drowns. And the locals here will tell you that it was Korach because they disturbed Korach's grave while building the road. Now in Scotland, we were a bit barbaric, to say the least. And we did have over 3,800 witch trials. Of that, we murdered well over 3,000 of them. But we did have a very unique way of determining whether you were a witch or not. And what we would do is, if you're accused of being a witch or witchcraft, we would arrest you and we would actually tie bricks or rocks to your ankles. We would then fling you into the water. Now, if you were to drown, oops, sorry, I guess you're not a witch. But if you were to survive, well, you must be a witch. So you're then taken away and burnt at the stake. Kind of a no-win situation. There is a very, very little unknown castle in Scotland. It's actually just outside Glasgow, called Murdoch Castle. Murdoch Castle is the second most important castle after Stirling. And you have Murdoch Park. Murdoch Park does have the witches' pond in it. And that is one of the places where they would throw the witches into to see if they're a witch or not. Now we are going to run alongside Loch Annie. I know most people are here for Harry Potter, but not everybody is. And you know, it's a shame because Harry Potter does overshadow one of the most important dates and events in the history of Scotland. Now, as we go out towards the viaduct, I will tell you about that side of it, the history side of it first. The history side of it first. And Harry Potter sadly does overshadow it. So I will tell you about how Glenfinnan is important, especially from a history side of Scotland. Now before we get to it, I will then tell you the importance that it plays in Harry Potter. Now, I promise you, right, that see where we stop, that is the Black Lake, right? I promise you. You need to use your imagination, but now, before Christmas, I had somebody argue with me, call me a liar and all that, saying that we'd sell on the tour, saying it was Harry Potter, and it wasn't, because there was no castles sitting in the loch. The castles don't sit there, they're superimposed onto it. But I promise you, it is the Black Lake. So when I took her in and showed her the books, did she actually believe me? As I say, the castle in that is superimposed onto the loch, on the lake, but I promise you, it is the Black Lake. Now we do run along Loch Winnie, and Loch Winnie is a sea loch. It becomes a very important sea loch because if you were to follow it out, it would take you to the Atlantic. Now before in Scotland, if you wanted to go from east to west, now you'd have to go by boat, you'd have to sail right up to the very north of Scotland, cut across at the top, and then back down. The further north you go, the weather's a lot worse, but so's the shoreline. It's a lot more rocky and dangerous. So a man called Thomas Telford comes up with building the Caledonian Canal. This is what joins our sea lochs to our freshwater lochs. If you were to join the canal under this, you'd go through a series of swing bridges. This will then take you into Loch Ness. You would sail the length of Loch Ness until you got to Fort Augustus, Loch Ness's most southerly point. From there, you'll sail from Fort Augustus, you would go through the swing bridge, and you would join a set of what we call lock gates. And you'd make your way through a series of these, and they will lift your vessel up 100 feet. Then you join the canal through the swing bridge and into Loch Leith. Sail the length of Loch Leith, swing bridge at the bottom, that'll take you into Loch Lochy. Sail the length of Loch Lochy. When you get to the end, you would rejoin the lock gates, and this time they would drop your ferry, your boat, 100 feet back to sea level. And then from Loch Lochy, you're into Loch Winnie. From Loch Winnie, you're able to